Okay, today we're going to be doing word problems with physics. So we're going to focus on calculating speed, distance, and time. And please keep in mind that physics word problems can be very complicated. So we're really just going to start with a formula. And we're going to use it just to kind of apply our math skills, but certainly not to memorize these formulas. And yes, so just certainly not to memorize it. But we are just going to play around with the numbers just because it's healthy for our brains and it can be fun. So the formula, just so for back knowledge, no need to memorize it, like I said, for speed equals distance over time. So what does that look like? You don't even need to really look at that this whole time. All that really means is speed equals distance divided by time. Okay, great. But sometimes you need to find distance. So in that case, distance equals speed multiplied by time. And then if you're trying to find time, it equals distance divided by speed. So at this point, you're probably like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And maybe you're like, I'll never get this. I'm so confused. Hold tight. Okay, this is just some back knowledge. I'm going to keep this right here because we're going to need this. And don't worry when you do the work, this is also on the top of the worksheet you'll be using. Let's look at this word problem together. If a man walks for 6 miles at a steady speed of 3 miles per hour, mph means miles per hour, how long will it take him? So for this video, I've used these colors to help represent speed, distance, and time. So let's see if we can find a speed, a distance, or a time. If a man walks for 6 miles, 6. Is 6 miles telling us speed, distance, or time? Distance. 6 miles. Okay, I'm going to circle that. The blue. Distance. 6 miles at a steady speed of 3 miles per hour. Speed of 3 miles per hour. So I know that must be speed. 3 miles per hour. How long will it take him? So we're going to use a formula over here and plug it in to show our work and find our answer. So let's see. So we have distance and we have speed. Distance and speed. And we're trying to find time. So time will equal distance divided by speed. So our distance is 6 miles. And we're going to divide that by the speed, which is 3 mph. Don't really need to look at that so much. And what does that equal? 6 divided by 3 equals 2. 2 what? Well, let's see. 6 miles per hour divided by 6 miles, divided by 3 miles per hour equals 2 hours. Okay, so our answer would be 2 hours. How long will it take him? to walk 6 miles at 3 miles per hour? 2 hours. Let's try another one. My dog's dreaming over there. Don't mind him. Okay. Same kind of deal. We're going to read through it, and then we're going to dissect and short work using these equations. A truck driver travels 120 miles in 3 hours. If he drove at a steady speed, how fast was he going? So what do we know? A truck driver travels 120 miles. That would be distance. He traveled 120 miles, okay, in 3 hours. 3 hours would be time. Okay, so it looks like we have distance and time. Distance and time. We're trying to find speed. Okay. All right, so distance divided by time. So we have 120 miles, okay, divided by 3 hours. And maybe we should stop and just think about this for just a minute. So we're picturing a truck traveling for 120 miles. And it's going to take that truck driver 3 hours to do it. We're trying to figure out what speed was he going this whole time. Okay, and this formula helps us figure that out. So now we have 120 divided by 3. So you might be able to do it like that, but I prefer to do long division. This is where test tubes come in handy, or stamp game. 3 goes into 1 0 times. 2 0 goes 1, bring that down. 12. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 2 by 12 equals 0. Bring down the 0. 0 times. All right. So 120 miles divided by 3 hours equals 40 miles per hour. Oops. Yeah, sorry. 40 miles per hour. We found the speed. Okay, just one more. Then you get to practice on your own. How fun. A car travels at a steady speed of 40 miles per hour. How far will it travel in 4 hours? So right away I see a speed. 40 miles per hour is the speed. How far will it travel in 4 hours? That would be time. And let's see, we know speed and time equals distance. So speed multiplied by time. Okay. 40 miles per hour times 4 hours equals, and I could write this out, but we just learned about the 10 rule, right? So what is 4 times 4? 16 and a 0, 120. So we have, wow. 160. So sorry, because 4 times 4, 16, and 0, 160. 160 what? It's distance, so miles. 160 miles. For the follow-up, you'll be using a worksheet that's posted on the drive, just called Word Problems Physics, and it gives you all of these equations at the top of the page, and it gives you 3 examples. Just like how we just went through them together, Those 3 examples would be on the top of the page. There's only about 5 problems. Give it your best effort. Have fun.